Stop playing the victim in your life. It is impossible to be the driver of your life if all you do is play the victim card. In my opinion, this is the fastest way to lose your power. Optimism is very valuable for a meaningful life. With a firm belief in a positive future, you can redirect your life towards what's most important. How to stop playing the victim in life and fight for what you want. 1. Start by validating yourself. Your pain is real. Self-validation is accepting our own internal experience, our thoughts, and our feelings. It doesn't mean that we believe our thoughts or think our feelings are justified. However, it does mean that we are giving ourselves the space to acknowledge them, normalize them, and decide how best to proceed. By claiming our feelings, we take the first step in owning our process. 2. Notice your limiting beliefs. We know we are struggling, but have we unpacked the stories we are telling ourselves about why things can't change? These stories are typically our limiting beliefs wrapped up in a narrative. Classically, when we are playing the victim in our lives, we are acting out the limiting beliefs we hold about ourselves, others, and the world. People just don't like me. I'll never fit in. I'll never be promoted here. My boss is a jerk. Sound familiar? We are all guilty of defaulting to this place in moments of frustration. This part is human. We are all hardwired for a fixed mindset. It is only through practice and persistence that we can build a muscle for practicing a growth mindset in our daily lives. Researcher Carol Dweck tells us that when we believe we can learn new things, develop and grow, we excel in new and ever-changing ways. 3. Build your internal locus of control. If a person has an internal locus of control, that person attributes success to his or her own efforts and abilities. A person who expects to succeed will be more motivated and more likely to learn. When we point our finger at ourselves instead of toward the world, we build a case for our own agency. We should stop waiting for things to change. Instead, we should start actively taking steps to change things. 4. Challenge your habits, try new ones. Many of us might say, sure, easier said than done, and we would be right. Changing our behavior takes time and consistency. We can't just snap our fingers and suddenly have an internal locus of control. When we identify behaviors that no longer serve us and replace them with new ones that help us assert our power, we will begin to experience change. Case in point. If I always say that I am not a good writer and that is why I have never started a blog, I may not be able to sit right down and launch my own blog. Instead, I should start with a daily commitment to journaling so that I can build in the direction of something I am willing to share publicly. Baby steps. 5. Look around for inspiration. Being a superhero gets tiring and sometimes we simply struggle to find our steam. Building new habits, changing our state of mind, and holding ourselves accountable take effort. Whether you love spending time with friends laughing, a good inspirational quote, or time alone to recharge. These things matter. If we are asking ourselves to be a hero for the long haul, we have to keep the momentum going. 6. Allow yourself to mess up. We can't expect perfection, and it is easy to slip into old patterns. You probably have gotten used to losing in your own fight for some time. It is easy to go back to the blame game and think of all the reasons why you won't be able to do this. When we feel the limiting beliefs seeping in through the cracks, intervene quickly. Permitting yourself to mess up helps you to avoid playing the victim. 7. Do the things that remind you of how strong you are. Go for a long walk. Try an online workout. or do something we have always considered doing that's outside of our comfort zone. When we prove to ourselves that we have the ability to surprise ourselves, we begin to open doors to what else is possible. Suddenly, the things that we always reserved for other people will become ours, too. Plus, the serotonin helps. 8. Practice restraint. There is a reason why we play the victim in the first place: it's easier. There will be temptations, and that will draw you from your path: external influences, old environments, or a desire to simply take a break. What you have to do is resist. 9. Celebrate your small wins. Momentum builds momentum. We must notice each time we successfully approach the challenges at hand with a commitment to showing up for ourselves. Instead of feeling like a loser and playing the victim, lift your head and celebrate your small wins. Each time you apologize without giving external excuses, take advantage of an invite to go somewhere you have never been, or speak our hopes out loud without fear of failure. This way, you are stepping into the life you were always meant for. 10. Note that you are on nobody's timeline but your own. Comparison is the enemy of progress, so don't be distracted by what others are up to. Stay in touch with the personal why that drives you to build a life you love. With newfound resolve, push forward with attention to the fact that there may be collateral damage. When you have been participating as a victim in your life, some people will not be ready to see you show up differently. Don't be alarmed. You may have to teach others how to be part of your life in a new way. If they aren't up for it, try not to take it too personally. 11. Set up your own honor system. There will be hiccups in your path, so you should plan for how you will face these hiccups without making any excuses. Taking ownership means staying committed even when it's not convenient. This also means taking responsibility and setting up your honor system. 12. Design the life you want to live. Let's make a list of all of the things that we want for ourselves. With some direction, we can go out there and tackle them one thing at a time. Do you want to start your own business? Say goodbye to a toxic friend? Find a new role with a better work-life balance? There is no limit to what is possible when we are dedicated to our agenda. You are equipped with the skills you need to make our dreams come true, but don't rush it. Take the time to enjoy the ride. 13. Make the hard choice. Agency is a tricky thing. Sometimes, the right thing to do and the hard thing to do are the same. There is no room for righteousness only if you want to stop playing the victim, especially when you have to make a difficult choice. 14. Maintain your humor. Laugh at life and laugh at yourself. Find the humor in everything, and you'll slowly get rid of that mentality of playing the victim. The world is full of chaos, but it isn't only chaos that exists. Maintaining your humor allows you to always see the bright side of things. 15. Don't look back. You made it this far, and you don't want your efforts to go to waste. Choosing to show up differently to the world takes bravery, and you have plenty to be proud of. The only guarantee in life is that things will always change, and there will always be new mountains to climb. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, we can wait to be rescued, or we can put one foot in front of the other, doing the best we can with what we've got. We will mess up, but someday, we will thank ourselves for every day we got up and tried.